Well, good morning, everybody. Once again, we're gonna give a little education on banana trees here, and that a lot of them, and I know I was completely unfamiliar with how they grow and how they produce their bananas and that when I lived in the States. So I'm sure many of my viewers are really completely unfamiliar with it. So we're going to give you a little education, and I'm going to start off with one of the tall banana trees here that is producing, and I'm going to see if I can bring you up a little bit closer to show you this here, and it looks pretty good. That red thing that you kind of see at the end there of the string of bananas is called the heart. And it basically starts out when that particular stalk comes out of the top of the banana tree, and it starts folding back its leaves, and underneath is a row of tiny bananas and that. And then it continues to grow down, and that the heart continues to grow actually downward, and each time it lifts its leaves up, will be another row of bananas. And what happens is that I'm going to pan down real softly here, real slowly. As you can see on the ground here, all those leaves wind up on the ground. And here is another one of our trees right here. And you can see the leaves, the red part of the heart folding back, and underneath, if we can see here, it's kind of shady up there, will be another row of bananas. And because the leaves only go around maybe a third of the heart, you'll get a staggered kind of bananas as they grow. So I'm going to kind of take you back over to our big one here, if I can kind of move, and that. And as this one shows here, like I said, that I opened up to first here, that's about almost 3 foot long already, and it has, because the banana tree is so big and so huge, it will probably still have a couple more rows. And then when it gets close to where what we believe is the end, here we'll cut off the heart and actually let it fall to the ground. It is food here in the Philippines, and a lot of people, especially in the country, will take the heart and boil it, and we'll eat the heart there. Now, as you can see up at the top, I try to cut back the leaves as they grow all the way upward to the top there to no more than 4 or 5 leaves at a time. So I keep the banana tree fairly trimmed. As I move over here, you can get an idea here of the banana tree and that, and the small heart there. I will move around here, and there's a heart. I'll see if I can get a better view of it here. There is a heart right there that just basically came out from the center. It's got one big leaf, it folded back, and as it continues to grow, it will eventually look like this right here. So, and like I said, I'm going to see if I can kind of go back. I kind of got a little bit telephoto here. See if I can go back down here. Okay, and take you back down. But I try to hold all the trees. I'll trim them about once a week. I'll come out and trim them back to about 4 or 5 leaves. That keeps all the dead leaves from accumulating, and most banana trees you'll see are just big clumps of dead leaves. And of course we take the leaves that I trim off, and you can see some of these have already been trimmed and that, and I'm at the point where I almost need to go through it. There is a bunch of bananas right there, and see if I can get you up close here. And you can see where the heart has been cut off, and of course the bananas are growing there. Kind of wind her down here a little bit, and take it back down. And of course, as I found out here, you're probably wondering, wow, a lot of production. Yes, but only one banana tree in a clump, like this group of trees right here, you'll only get the heart in one. The others will not produce until that's completely done really producing, and that's from the same root. And all these, like I said, you kind of get a clump here. All of them come basically from the original root and the original tree that was in here, and they send up their shoots. You get an idea here too, and that. And the small banana trees here, and I generally like to trim them back. You should, I've been told you should have no more than 3 or 4 trees growing per root, and that. And I tried different things. Like I said, there's 5 or 6 on that one there. But to me, the basic thing is to keep them trimmed. And when you keep them trimmed, you'll get 20-25 foot banana trees, which are almost unheard of here. And that, and of course, what I didn't know, because we're so used to our Chiquita bananas, which I think come from Central and South America, and that there's so many different varieties of bananas. And the Filipino is very intelligent on which ones to use for cooking different things. But you can see by the base of the trees here that, and these are roots that are what, maybe 4 years old already, and the size of the tree. And like I said, I need to go through and kind of trim again here a little bit. A lot of them got 6, 7 leaves on it. I like to trim them back to 4 or 5. But the one thing you've got to do, and I found out early on, boy, you got to feed them. Anything you grow here in the Philippines, and that's why I put all my compost rows right between the rows of bananas. Probably the smartest thing I ever did. Really didn't know if it would help, and it's really changed the whole nature of growing bananas here and that. So I'll let you all go. Just a bit of education on banana trees and where those bananas you buy in the store, how they grow, and kind of where they come from and that. So I'll let you go. Like and subscribe, and thank you for viewing.